Hello my friends, welcome to the Audio Knowledge channel. If you like the content you can subscribe and share. The Metamorphosis is a novella written by Franz Kafka, first published in 1915. The story revolves around Gregor Samsa, a traveling salesman, who wakes up one morning to find himself transformed into a large insect-like creature. The narrative explores Gregor's struggle to adjust to his new, monstrous body and the reactions of his family as they cope with his bizarre transformation. At the start, Gregor's primary concern isn't his transformation but rather the fact that he's late for work. He worries about the consequences of missing his train and the implications for his job, which he dislikes but feels obligated to keep because of his family's financial dependence on him. His initial attempts to communicate with his family and employer are unsuccessful due to his inability to speak coherently. This foreshadows the growing isolation he will experience as a result of his new form. Gregor's family, including his father, mother, and sister Greta, are horrified when they first see him in his insect form. His father reacts violently, forcing Gregor back into his room, where he remains secluded for most of the story. Over time, the family becomes increasingly resentful of Gregor's condition, as his inability to work puts a financial strain on them. His sister, who initially takes on the role of caretaker by bringing him food and cleaning his room, eventually grows indifferent and hostile toward him. Gregor's presence becomes a burden, and the family begins to treat him like an unwanted pest rather than a loved one. The novella delves into themes of alienation, guilt, and the dehumanizing effects of modern life. Gregor's transformation can be seen as a metaphor for the way he already felt trapped and degraded by his job and family obligations. The insect form symbolizes his sense of powerlessness and insignificance in a world that values people solely for their economic contributions. As his condition worsens, Gregor becomes increasingly detached from his humanity, both physically and emotionally, mirroring his estrangement from society. The family's dynamic also changes dramatically. While Gregor had been the primary breadwinner before his transformation, his father is forced to return to work, and his sister takes on more responsibilities. Their initial sympathy for Gregor diminishes as they become more preoccupied with their own survival. The climax occurs when Greta declares that they must get rid of Gregor, as he is no longer her brother but a creature that brings misery to the family. Shortly after this declaration, Gregor succumbs to his injuries and dies alone in his room. In the aftermath, the family feels an odd sense of relief and begins to look toward the future with hope. The story ends with the family deciding to move to a smaller apartment and planning for Greta's future, leaving Gregor's memory behind as if he had never existed. The Metamorphosis presents a chilling reflection on how society views those who are different or no longer useful, portraying the fragility of human relationships in the face of adversity.